Base game hype, update hype, pond tool hype, all the hype. And now we have a calendar even if you don't have seasons, but you're not going to get all of the events that come with seasons and such. But you will have a calendar, I think, for birthdays, and then other packs might have events that will go up on here. And then our build menu has changed. So now when we go into the build menu, we now have lot challenges. So it says challenge yourself with lot challenges. They're a new category for lot traits. Apply as many or as few as you want, or just click the random button to discover new ways to play, challenge, and have fun. Any lot traits that were previously applied to your lots will now be visible in the lot challenges section, and any slots not used are now free for something new. Learn about lot challenges and lot traits in the lesson section of the option menu. So now when we go up here and we click on our new lot menu, normally you would go here and you would be able to add 3 traits. Now you can add 3 traits plus 3 challenges, and the challenges are going to depend on what packs you have installed. So if you only have base game, you're going to have off the grid. I have quite a few more here though. I have creepy crawlies, cursed, filthy, a landfill lot, grody, gremlins, off the grid, which is base game, quake zone, reduce and recycle, spooky, and volcanic activities. Also with the Sims 4 Cottage Living, you're now going to get 2 new lot traits. One is going to be the Wild Fox Challenge, which will bring a fox onto your lot that can try to get your chickens' eggs and attack your chickens, I think. And then the other one is the Simple Life or the Simple Living Challenge, and that one's going to require ingredients to cook with. So if you go to cook anything, you cannot cook unless you have those ingredients in your inventory or in your fridge, which is really cool because it makes it very realistic. Creepy crawlies, it looks like it seems some creepy pests have taken up residence. Be prepared, when they hit, you'll never see them coming. Curse, lots of things go wrong here. Oh, okay, so nothing really changed with these as far as I know. From clogged sewers to grimy counters, this place seems to get dirty really quickly. So I think they just moved them. And now you still have your traits here. So now you can have technically 6, which is really cool. I love that. It's gonna make it way, way, way more fun to build your lots. No, Simple Living and Wild Fox come with Cottage Living, and Off the Grid is base game, and then these other ones here are from other packs. I don't know which is which, but I think Reduce and Recycle is Eco Lifestyle, Volcanic Activities probably, Island Living, Spooky, and I don't know, Crawlies are probably Vampire. I don't know where they're from, but you'll see which ones you have. Okay, the next change is down here in the build menu. So before, we used to have our fountains and our pools separate. Now pools and fountains are one. So when you go in here, you're gonna have your pools, your trims, your fountains, and your trims. And then there is a new terrain tool category. This is gonna have your terrain paint, your eraser, your terrain manipulation, and a brand new category, ponds. It is your water tool, which I will show you a little bit. I do have a complete full tutorial on this already, but the point of the new pond tool is you use your terrain manipulation to lower the terrain, right? You're gonna make like a hole basically. And then once you've done that, you can go into your water tool and you can now fill it with water. If that's too high, you can either use the slider right here, or you can use your bracket keys. So control and left bracket will make it a little bit lower, and control and right bracket will make it a little bit higher. So you can play with these and fill it exactly where you want. So if you want a more shallow pond, and you could just start fine tuning it however you like. Hi Nevaeh, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mermaid Grotto. And now we have a water depth map. So when you click on this, it's going to show you where the depth is. So if you have that dark green down there, that means it's really deep. And then where you have the light blue up here on the side, that means it's shallow. Your Sims can wade in the shallow sections. And we also have a new outdoor water decor category. So it's this little log down here. And with base game, we have a few new waters. So we now have pond scum, which is pretty scummy, leaves and sticks and such. We also have mossy water, which brings some pretty moss. However, I think this is a little bit too much. Personally, I would like if this was much more sparse. Oh, I didn't realize can you flip it? Oh, you can flip it. Did I just flip it? Did I flip it and reverse it? Oh, you can flip it and reverse it. I never noticed that before. Then we have the new leafy water, which same thing. Now we have some leaves. Again, it's so much though. I kind of wish it was more sparse. And then we have a brand new green one called just pond water. And now I'm really glad that I can check this out because I really wanted to compare the new green pond water into the ones that we have with Get Together and Jungle Adventure. So the one from, or is this Get Together? Yeah, I think it is Get Together. That is a much deeper, darker, murkier green. And then the Hot Springs from Jungle Adventure is more of a bright green. And then the brackish water is more of a turquoise. I'm probably going to stick to the blue or turquoise because this one, I don't know. It blends in too much with the grass for me personally. Hopefully one day we'll be able to have our Sims swim in the ponds. They can't swim, but they can wade, they can catch frogs, and they can go fishing, and they can also just like kick around, stomp around a bit in there. Can we drown Sims? No, but we do have some new decorations. So I'm just gonna use this blue one from Get Together because I think it's prettier. We now have decorations. So before we had the water styles, and now we have this category as well that has the pond objects, the fountain decor, the pool objects, as well as the pond effects. So for the pond objects, we have a bog log, which yes, turtles can come up here and sunbathe. We have these reefs, which I think, or reeds. I think those were something we had already. I can't remember. We now have a new fishing sign. And for this particular fishing sign, the only way you can stock the pond with fish is if your Sim has already discovered them. So if you go to stock it right now, nothing's going to happen. If your Sim is out and about and they learn how to catch goldfish or tetra or whatever, as soon as you discover a fish species, then you can stock the pond. You don't have to have the species in your inventory. You just had to have had discovered it, which I think is how the new notebook ties in, if I'm not mistaken. We also have a new set of colorful lily pads. So these come in a few different colors here. We've got yellow, like a nice peachy orange. We have a bright purple. We have a light blue, hot pink, and white. So now we have all these cute new lily pads to go with some of the base game ones we already had, such as this one, and the single one, and the big clump. And then we also have, well, fountain parts were already here, but the thing is they don't technically work with the pond. I did some testing though, and luckily you can turn move objects on and they'll snap into the pond, and they actually work. So you can play around with those. The ladder won't work, but the fountain tools will. Yay, do we have the patch notes? Perfect. Let me go over everything I know first and then we'll look at those. And then finally we have our pond effects, and this is the special new effects that you can apply to your ponds. We now have these little spawners. So there is one for dragonflies, tadpoles, country fish, mosquitoes, fireflies, Mr. Ducksworth. Uh-oh, I'm starting to run out of room. Let me turn my move objects sheet on. We have Mr. Ducksworth. We have our mallard ducks. Yep, Duck Meg is here now. We also have a pair of swans. We have an unidentified submerged object, alien origin, I think. And then we also have a new gator. Does he have a name? Benjamin Collis? He has a name. This is a swamp. This is Gator Country. So when you go into live mode now, these will transform into our amazing new pond creatures. And I think I kind of screwed up because I used move objects, so these poor little swans are floating in the air. We have our new duckies over here. Hi, babies. We can see our little dragonflies. Our country fish are down there. The mosquitoes taking up shop. Our log where we can allow turtles to come sunbathe. My Sim is splashing around enjoying the new pond. So this is a new interaction you have, and she can also go fishing if we put the sign back, play in the water, which she is doing right now, and look for froggies, which she'll actually catch one. I don't know if you catch one every time, but if you do, it'll appear in your inventory down here. She did not. It said better luck next time. They're slippery. She couldn't catch a frog, but you can look for more frogs if you want. I know, the sunbathing turtle is so cute. All right, so there you have it. There are the new puns. Yay. All right, what else is new in this update? Let me check out these patch notes. Thank you so much for finding them. I appreciate y'all so much. All right, let's read these notes together, everyone. Sorry, I'm kind of going a little bit slow on chat. I really just want to make sure we get out all the new stuff, and then I'll go through and answer questions and look at stuff more individually. So this is the new update. Hello, Simmers. Hope you're all well. Wherever you're in the world and that you're all having a fantastic summer of Sims, we're excited to share today's update with you. There's a lot of info, so make sure that you have your tea, coffee, or beverage of choice ready to read on. Y'all know I have my coffee for this, as Sims Guru Rusky. Featuring Romeo and Anna. As we continue to get ready to explore the countryside charm of Henford-on-Bagley and cannot absolutely wait to play with adorable animals in cottage living, we also have updates and fixes that should improve and complement your Sims' everyday life. We have something for everyone and hope you all enjoy them. Thank you for your feedback and support. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm gonna put chat over here so I don't lose you all. They did fix the mirror glitch. Perfect. Try not to read ahead because I want to make sure that I'm reading and getting excited. All right, so for this update, we partnered with two talented artists from the LGBTQ+ community, Ashley and Mohammed, and they brought their inspiring and beautiful artwork into the game. We've also included the modernized version of the large afro hairstyle that we showed you, but more than tell you about it in the text. Let me actually attach a screenshot of everything put together. We have beautiful new art. This is so cute. They teased this in the last deep dive stream, or what do they call the streams now? The last stream that they did, Maxis Insider or Inside Maxis, I think. I hope everything about the scene not only shows that the artwork looks how it looks in a real game setting, but the whole scene with the two Sims and their surroundings is quite magical. Look at that hair. Oh, are they both new? That's awesome. I love it. The way the highlights hit perfection. You may also notice the hair on the Sim on the right, which was also added with this update for everyone. Cool, we have 2 new hairs. That's incredible. I personally want to thank all Simmers for their feedback and recommendation as we continuously work on adding more diverse hairstyles and textures to not only packs, but also to our base game. Now that we're talking about artwork, the last patch notes I forgot to add the artwork made by the wonderful Jupiter Stevens Hill. I apologize for that. I blanked out. However, I'm happy to see that a lot of you are enjoying it and placing it in your lots. That makes a very happy Rusky. This was, if they're talking about the one from last time, oh, super pretty. I love them. Do they have different? They do. Okay, so there's different frames, so they can match pretty much anything you want. They have the standard blacks and whites, which is great because pretty much any frame that comes in black and white you can match with anything. We have this one, which is super cute, and then this is the new one that came as well. This one has beiges, browns, blacks, and whites, as well as a gold one. So again, you should be able to match these with any of your interiors. Super wonderful. I love them. All right, without further ado, oh wait, to find Jupiter, Ashley, Mohammed's paintings in build mode, make sure you take a look at the paintings and posters and sort by base game. The artists are amazing and we hope you enjoy their creations. I do too, Kitty. They did such a good job. I don't think we're getting a color wheel, Ben. Maybe one day. Probably not. All right, without further ado, let's get into some of the new features and improvements that are part of this update. When you download a lot with BB Move Objects cheat, the game now notifies you, so you know to activate the cheat before placing the lot. So I guess it does make a difference. Builders, this means you won't need to mention it in the lot's description anymore. A little for Sims. Trying to find the Sim in the current neighborhood? Select their portraits in the relationship panel. Oh, so you can find them through the relationship. Wait, what? Focus the camera now moves to that Sim on the camera, and lock the camera, moves the camera to the Sim and keeps following them. Wait, what? Okay, so let's go ahead and call over, and then let's see if the camera focuses on her. Lock the camera. Okay, let's see if it follows her. I'll come back now. It does. It's following her. Oh. Okay, it's not 100% accurate, but yay! That's kind of cool. I like that update. That's very helpful when you're playing with Sims that you don't control. Perfect. The only thing is you can't rotate the camera when it was following her, but that's okay. That's cool though. Perfect. Yay! Now have the notebook that moved out of our phone into its own button for quicker access. The center on current lot button that used to be there is now on top of the camera controls. We figured that out already. The new water tool. You can now make natural organic bodies of water. Just head into build mode. Build mode, make a hole with the terrain manipulation tool and fill it with water. It's that easy. The terrain manipulation and paint tools also have more brush sizes to enable finer details. So we did get some new brush sizes, which is nice. And adding the water tool, we also took the chance to overhaul the related tools and object categories. Why not? Enjoy. So now we have new pond effects. All sorts of critters are available to complete the look of your pond, ranging from ducks and swans to pesky mosquitoes. There's even an alligator. New pond objects. Outdoor water decor now has an assortment of new pond objects to decorate the perfect pond. Some of these objects, such as the bog log and colorful lily pads, have interactions on them in live mode to activate the turtle and frog effects. The new fishing sign allows you to stock your pond with any fish your Sims has previously caught. Try it out. There's also new water styles. Go beyond the original crystal blue and dreamy magenta water. Additional options range from mossy water, pond scum, to the all-natural look. The shrubs category has new plants, including green fern, leaning not grass, and not grass, sans and Florence. Wait, what? Wait, I didn't see these. Hold on, I want to go back now. We have new flowers? What? Is that what I just read? Oh, I'm still in the wrong scene. Thank you. All right, let's try searching for green fern. Oh, that's really cute. I like that. Nice. I would never have noticed that. All right, let's check the leaning not grass. I assume that's the one right next to it there. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Let's turn move objects on so we can see the full effect of this. That's really cute. These help make much more realistic builds, especially because you can size these down and size them up, make it look a little bit more wild. Love it. And then the third one is called Not Grass, Sands, and Fluorescence? Inflorescence? I don't know what that means. Okay, it did not copy the whole thing. Nope, that didn't work. Okay, maybe I just have to search it for it myself. Hi, Shy Boy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Mermaid Grotto. That would be so good for ponds. Yes, absolutely. All right, anyone? Oh, here it is. It's right next to it. Okay, so it's just like the same thing as this, but it's the tall piece. So now you can merge them together and make some cool pieces of grass. I like it. Children can now help in the garden by planting, watering, and weeding. They build their mental skill as they garden. The process of purchasing and planting seeds is streamlined as well to make gardening more enjoyable for everyone. There's now group cooking, which I've gone over a few of these new changes in my new video all about gameplay and all about animals, so make sure you check those out. I do group cooking. We check out the new food delivery service, so you can definitely see those more in depth. But with group cooking is no longer a solo affair. Sims can now cook in groups of 5 Sims, including children. Start cooking together by selecting a fridge, stove, or an empty countertop. It's a really cute interaction. And now Zoomer's food delivery service. This one is really exciting. Are your Sims getting tired of the same old pizza delivery every night? Gone are the days of redundant pizza nights. Maybe you're in the mood for pasta primavera or a fancy steak dinner. All this and more are available courtesy of Zoomer Food Delivery. Order delivery through the phone or the refrigerator and the food will arrive in a jiff. All right, the calendar previously was available only with seasons. It's now available with base game to see upcoming events such as birthdays, school, and work schedules, festivals, and fairs. You can even use it to book events, so it's time to get party planning. All right, now let's get on to the bug fixes. I'm gonna try to read through these super quickly. All right, console and snowy escape, skiing and sledding and snowboarding on bunny slopes now contribute to the extreme sports enthusiast aspiration. Also in Snowy Escape, Sims with high enough skiing and snowboarding skills can now enjoy the more advanced slopes. Sims also use a lift to go to the top of the slopes and not go the hard way. Simmers can now rotate Sims downloaded from the gallery and create a Sim, spin them round, round, round like a record, round, round, round. All right, The Sims 4. We made some improvements that should help our simulation lag. Good, particularly on the usage of some computer interactions like playing Blick Block, along with the fishing interactions, which should make the game perform a bit better. It doesn't entirely fix it, but it should help and is a step in the right direction. That is really good. I'm glad that they're starting to work on things. Hopefully one day it'll be as good as we can get it. Next, they now fix an issue with placing mirrors directly opposite doors, where it would create a visual glitch in the walls and borders would disappear around them. And it was quite spooky, to be honest. Glad we solved that one. I'm so glad they fixed that one. I noticed in one of the last builds that I did, I took a screenshot and there was a mirror on my fireplace, which was directly across from the front door, and it was showing the outside and I couldn't get a good shot. I was really frustrated. So I'm really glad that they fixed that. All right, Eva, do you ever wish your food didn't expire? I know I do, especially when it comes to traveling and coming back to see a fridge in pristine condition. That's a dream, but alas, it's not meant to be our life in The Sims. They fixed an issue in which traveling didn't let food expire. Womp womp. All right, Sims stuck sleeping and couldn't cancel their interaction. Now a product of sci-fi, not a product of sci-fi film as I thought, but I can say that we have fixed this issue, I hope. I hope so too. I don't remember that one though. You want to know how to not make my day? Have my coffee brew endlessly, but without giving me the coffee. Luckily, the issue in game about the brew coffee interaction being stuck has been fixed. Wasn't it odd? Wait, sleep and brew coffee were stuck in a mysterious loop? Sus. Okay, if your child sim suddenly is interrupted by their computer sessions to draw on the activity table when inspired, worry not. This should not happen after the update. We also fixed an issue that caused the items removed pop-up to appear when no items were removed from the game. Interesting. We fixed an issue in which settings lot on Slipshod Mesquite would sometimes generate a crash of the game. Oh no. Some blush and lipstick opacity sliders are back as they were grayed out. Step-parent-child relationships are no longer missing in the genealogy panel. Similarly, in cases of broken families in the genealogy panel have been fixed as well. It's all about reconnecting or connecting with what is important. Platforms will no longer raise in height automatically when creating new walls to intersect part of them. Oh, that's good. I'll have to see what that actually looks like in practice. We also fixed an issue in which you place platforms in basement levels and a staircase from the floor to the platform. It would create a gap or hole in front of the stairs and Sims were not able to route correctly. You know, I played many platforms in my lifetime, but do you imagine Sims trying to jump those gaps? I mean, I called jump fail for a reason. I'm called jump fail for a reason. I'm glad we fixed this one. World view lots that had some off-centered borders have now been adjusted. I never saw that one. Toddlers will no longer gain negative sentiments against their parents randomly, especially the festering grudge sentiment. I should not be laughing at this as I type. I should not giggles. Oh no. Has that been a long time glitch? Because I feel like that happened in our Let's Play a lot. All right, we got the word that the camera was malfunctioning and bouncing uncontrollably in some lots across multiple worlds. Yes, we fixed an issue that caused this. Will let us know if there's new instances. Does that mean I went in and manipulated my own camera controls because that kept happening? I wonder if I put them back to normal, if they'll be fixed now, because fingers crossed, that one's so annoying. All right, sometimes ghosts can be part of our household if we choose to. However, it's hard to live with ghosts that constantly break things. It makes it a bit unlivable. So our expert team of sim ghostologists have communicated with these ghosts in the non-physical realm and agreed to not break everything all the time. We fixed an issue related to flooring glitches when placing the dance floor or crystal clear flooring. Went through all the trouble in hiring a nanny only to have your toddler get sent to daycare. More than a schedule conflict, I imagine having the nanny show up and there's no toddler, so what does the nanny do? In this case, do they leave? Do they stay and wait? I must know. However, this should no longer be the case. Fix an issue when using curly brackets and renaming objects would make them invisible in lists or UI in general. I had no idea what that even is. Fix an issue in the likes and dislikes in Create a Sim where there was categories displayed incorrectly. For some languages. There was a clipping issue with the eye preset that occurred when Sims were in extreme emotion, like angry and blinked. We adjusted it so it should not occur. Toddlers can be picky eaters, but toddlers not eating any fish, that's suspicious. Fish are friends, not food. So we had a chat with the little angels and found a way to help them enjoy the complex flavors of our fish recipes. Okay, our UI team has fixed an issue which a scroll bar appeared in the sentiment section in the relationship panel when there was no sentiments. The likes and dislikes icon in Create a Sim will no longer overlap its text. Droids from Journey to Batu and drones from Get Famous will no longer clip into all kinds of objects in build mode. The option to join after-school activity will no longer be available if Simmers don't have seasons or Get Famous. Sims in Deviant Pass can now properly reach level 4 of the criminal career. Now this one made my day. Cow plants are now able to dance again when Sims play music. What? Is that a thing? I didn't know that. Fix an issue in which relationship points are gained by friendly introductions more than usual if we didn't have Snowy Escape. Adjusted the color swatches in one of the counters when it gets dirty. Fix an issue with the scared emotion UI displaying a broken pose for toddlers. Outfits worn while purchased at festivals should no longer remove accessories that were on the sim. Error code that occurred to some simmers should be fixed now. Fixed a few hairstyles with recently added color options. It created splotchiness in the eyes, change of color of teeth, and change of the eyelash color. I know that was a big one. And always the localization team and this author have fixed and improved text across all packs and updates. In Get to Work, aliens can now enjoy their custom blush options in Create a Sim. Retail employees now change their assigned outfits. We made a fix to the swatches from Barely Better digital camera that were missing a description. In Get Together, some of the Sims are not like others. Some just don't belong. Can you tell which are not like the others? We fixed an issue where Sims didn't sometimes change into their club outfits when a gathering was held, and fixed an issue in which some rooftops were not displaying snow in Windenburg. In City Living, the scattered panes window in build mode now displays appropriate shadows. Sims enrolled in social media will now gain influence at the end of their stream instead of every few minutes. 2 hairstyles have been updated to reflect the correct color when choosing neutral black options. Your Sims want to shoot some basketball close shots, but they're trying to eat first. Well, now your Sims can finish eating before trying those hoops. In Cats and Dogs, we fix an issue in which whiskers were not being seen applied to cats. Robot vacuums should now return to the docks accordingly. Sims no longer get a moodlet referring to the death of their pet when witnessing the death of another Sim. Wow, some of these are rough. Robot vacuums fix an issue that made the game crash when cats would sit on the robot vacuum. That's one of the cutest interactions. I'm glad they fixed that. And we fixed an issue in which some Simmers experience a crash when their last place household loading into Brindleton Bay. Wow, there's quite a lot of changes. All right, Sims were changing in seasons. Sims were changing into their cold weather gear when not in cold weather. They fixed that. Egg hunts are adorable and fun, but not being able to have the furniture reset after looking for eggs can be a rain on the Sims parade. This should no longer occur. There's egg hunts? Did you guys know there was egg hunts? Where have I been? All right, in Island Living, mermaids will no longer keep the dried scales moodlet when they're hydrated. Speaking of which, this mermaid needs to hydrate. All right, also with Island Living, fix an issue in which lots that are placed in the sand looked odd. Sims that have the collector aspiration trait are now able to catch frogs in Sulani. We fix an issue in which some Simmers experience crashes when loading into certain lots. In University, Sims have a hard time in uni no matter what. Worry not, Sims will no longer fail classes when meeting all the other criteria for course completion. Having roommates can be hard. Have your Sim roommates complained consistently and left when their needs weren't met? We made that so roommates don't do this anymore. Fix an issue in which beds were counted incorrectly when placing an ad for roommates. Fix the servo animation so they don't look like they're walking on one leg when hovering to their destination. Fix an issue in which some instances professors could not go to work when a professor NPC is added to the same household. Fix an issue in which adding back household members as roommates would create some inappropriate moments. Oh, I did not experience that one. In Eco Lifestyle, Evergreen Harbor's peace has been restored. Roads and parts of neighborhoods no longer disappear or turn blue when business is open in the Port Promise, while the Modern Development Nap is active. One of the shirts no longer has a weird texture. And if you move to Cypress Terrace and Willow Creek, they now fixed it so interactions work. Mountain climbing can be challenging, but having indecisive moments before climbing, like getting off your bike constantly, is a lot of doubt that is passing your mind. However, we did speak to the Sims that were experiencing this behavior and calm their fears and doubts. A hairstyle now covers all of the Sims' ears. For Simmers who own seasons with Snowy Escape, rain no longer affects the snow. Interesting. Sims no longer have the option to give a respectful or military introduction during activities such as dancing or bike riding. Made some corrections to the slippers that came with the pack. Fix an issue in which some Simmers were playing the Yoshida Hall household would generate a game crash. took a look at our ramen menu and updated our cooking menu to label miso and egg ramen as vegetarian safe. Yay! Journey to Bed 2. It's an awesome destination for those who want to enjoy something fun and different, but if you bought a droid from the Droid Depot and never saw it in your inventory, I know how frustrating it can be. They should now appear in your inventory. In Journey to Bed 2, the first order ID no longer disappears from your inventory, so Sims can access first order plans from the top-notch trickery mission. Fix an issue with the leveling the playing field mission in which the scoundrel informant would not appear in the scene after Sim stole the prototype blaster and went to Oga's cantina to wait for the informant. In Dine Out, eggs and toast sound super basic and easy, right? They'll continue to be that way for our unassuming chefs on the chef station since we fixed an issue that made them challenging. Sims can also now use the second burner for other recipes without failing or routing out. In Strangerville, the decorations and kid categories and build mode should no longer have a new highlight when there's nothing new. In Dream Home Decorator, let's see what they fixed here. Lighting can now change the ambience of a room. Luckily, we fixed that issue. It was not even on sectional sofas to continue to set the right mood for our Sims. Does that fix the lighting issue of the objects or something else? Like, you know how the couches were showing up different colors and the cabinets were showing up different colors? I'm not sure if that's what that means. And our stylist fixed the sleep and study styled room to remove the Primo computer. I was hoping they would fix the reveal glitch and some other stuff with the likes and dislikes system, but maybe someday. In Laundry Day, we fixed an issue where an animation clipped when Sims were loading their laundry machines. And in Bust the Dust, not Dust the Bust as I call it, you don't need simoleons, don't need fame, don't need dinner to have this date. It's strong and it's sudden and it's cruel sometimes, but it might end your night. The power of dust, that's the power of dust. Our cleaning agents have determined that Sims will not get romantic negative moodlets related to the filthy levels in public places like parks. So those are all the new things that we got with the base game update. I hope you all enjoy them. If there's anything I missed, let me know in the comments. And very, very soon I will have early access to Cottage Living again, where I will show you even more new stuff. So make sure to go check out my other videos, leave a like and a comment below, and please don't forget to subscribe for a ton more Sims content. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!